Well, ladies and gentlemen, my business trip begins now. So I'm on my way to the airport to head to New York. I was supposed to drive, and then just last night I'm like, you know what? It's gonna be way too much traffic, and I'll be better off just getting a ticket and just leaving. So I got a ticket last night, and I'm just like, I'm gonna fly. Although I'm driving right now, I'm gonna be parking at the airport, and then I'm gonna go there. And yeah, it just came up all of a sudden. It's to do with my, you never know. You never know, man. So you might have some KRS kicks. That'll be a great thing. Your predictions will become accurate wearing those shoes. So, ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelts because pilot KRS is taking you on a ride to Manhattan, Big Apple city known as New York City. But before that, obviously, I had to have my coffee, early morning coffee. But because I came to the airport early, I was quite bored after drinking coffee. So what do? Well, hello. Does anybody needs to ask what I'm gonna do? Exactly. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. So obviously I had to have my dirty martini to pass some time, and finally I was able to board my flight. So let me take you on a journey, a small mini journey to New York City. I gotta wait for my bags now. Man, look at all these taxis. You see? All these taxis are waiting for me to take me to my destination. But no, I've gotta walk a whole mile to go to the taxi station and then pick up a taxi. I even offered the guy, look man, I'll pay you $20 extra. Just put me in a car, take me. Because I'm at JFK Airport. So, this is gonna take long, man. This is gonna take too long to go. I had to be dropped off like 4 blocks from where I actually was supposed to be in a hotel because they blocked all the streets. They have blocked all the streets for some reason. There is like some crane work going on, so gotta walk all the way to my hotel. Ugh. I have walked literally 5 miles to get to this point and to get to this hotel. Oh my God, I'm gonna go crazy. Oh my God. It's like I'm sweating. Am I sweating? I don't even know. But it was a good exercise. Why isn't this thing moving? Oh, okay. No wonder. I was pushing the same button for this floor. That's how out of sync I am with reality right now, because I need water. Look at that, I look so sexy with this dramatic lighting on me. It's like a softbox actually. Because if you look, that's like a softbox in photography, which kind of like spreads the light and makes you look beautiful when you're ugly like me. All right, let's, ooh, feel like I'm in a club. So, this is nice. I gotta get my, this is nice. I have no water, 25:05, I think I'm here. Well, it's a pretty stupid view, but I guess it's okay. 25:03. Oh my god, this is like a maze. I hate this. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Uh-huh. Well, after a 5-mile walk, not a bad view at all of New York City. So it's time for me to get ready. So I was at this great steakhouse in New York, and I thought actually they would have like wild game meat because I love like exotic wild game stuff. But then I discovered that nope, somebody gave me wrong information, and all they had was just beef, which is cow meat. And as you know, I haven't done that in a long time, and I don't want to do it. So I just left that place, but it was a great experience there just sitting. But then I came to this amazing Mexican restaurant right in the middle of the Times Square. And you literally eat while people are in Times Square in front of you walking and doing all those things. And man, was this a great mahi mahi taco with the most amazing sauce. And oh, look at this. The guacamole, you see this here, off the charts, unbelievable. On all of this, right in front of your eyes, seeing the, you know, the world of the Asuras. and I actually got the spicy guacamole here. And me being an Indian, I mean, that was just amazing. Don't get mild or, you know, medium. I mean, just get spicy if you eat spicy food. You'll love it. And the taco was amazing. And the best thing was what you see here, the rice, cheese, and beans. I get them everywhere, but somehow theirs was very different. I mean, hands down, look at this. I was just like mesmerized by the food here. It was amazing. The beer was, this was their own special brewed beer as well. Man, that was the best tacos ever in the world. Oh, I can't even tell you. It's this place right there. See that? Domenico Taco. That's where I was. This is on 47th Street. 47th and Broadway. I think it's Broadway, is it? No, it's on 47th. But it's amazing. Woo. I am going towards 5th Avenue here in Manhattan. And I want to actually, I'm going there. I'm curious about the thing that I was talking about in my live session just yesterday. Or was it, by the time you see this video, it'll be like 2 days. About people going crazy after the Yeezy things. So I want to actually go to that window, you know, where they have that upcoming Yeezy. If I can find it, I believe it's on 5th Avenue. I want to see what the mind of a human thinks sometimes. Also, I posted a video on my Facebook about this sister Shivani on role of astrology. And after listening to that video, I'm like, my goodness, she just confirmed what my principles are when it comes to doing readings, consultations, why I don't do negative readings, why I don't do Mahurat, why I don't do Prashna, why I don't do matchmaking. Because once she was saying this in this video, where if an astrologer tells you that your next 5 years are going to be negative, even if they're not negative, it's going to be planted right there. And you're gonna think everything that happens bad, you'll be like, oh yeah, he told me or she told me that it's gonna be negative. So it was amazing what she was saying. It's on my Facebook page, Kapiel Raaj KRSchannel, so you can go watch that video. It's amazing about the costume that we have taken in this life. I mean, she believes in astrology. Don't think she's like bashing astrology. She knows it's a science, but what she explains is beautiful. It's my principles. So this is the spot where Carrie Bradshaw first met Mr. Biggs. I think it was this point right here. As far as I know, as far as the geeks of Sex and the City know, this was the spot where she first met. Because for me, that show was like heroin. So here we are coming to now. I think this is the Chrysler Building or the Empire State Building. I don't know which one it is. There's two of them. There's one on the back side and then one here. So I think this is the Chrysler Building. So I'm on Madison Avenue now, and the Chrysler Building is right there behind me. This Madison Avenue is like Fifth Avenue. It's like all shops. I'm looking for a watch store. You know me, I'm a watch maniac. Even though I haven't bought a single watch for like 2 years now, because all my watch money goes to my kids' diapers and their school. But hey, I can look at them. It's not a crime. I just can't buy them. So, but the thing is though, I think this is Sunday evening, so most of the stuff is now closed because it's already like past 6. Typical New York. I've seen these things on Sex and the City, of course. So let's continue our journey on 45th and Madison. Now this is I don't know if this is Saint Latter-day Cathedral. Please don't quote me on this. I don't know exactly which church this is, but it was in the middle of Manhattan, and the moment you enter, you're just, every single worry that you have, you know, just kind of like washes out. I mean, in the middle of this jungle, this concrete jungle of New York, where life is just hustle and bustle. I mean, I'm glad that they have something like this where anybody can come, regardless of your religious beliefs. Just come and sit and enjoy and just get into your thyself mood. I mean, I was just, you know, in a very blank state, no thoughts. It was just a very peaceful environment, regardless of what the religious beliefs are. And I mean, it was such a huge impact. I mean, I just had to come out and just take my time, sit in front of this waterfall and just soak in, you know, what I just experienced. And obviously after that, me and my wife, we went back to the steakhouse that I was at, but I actually took lobster bisque, which was amazing. And my wife loves seafood, so she got this salmon bread thing. I don't know what you call it, but I mean, I just wanted soup because I was eating all day long anyway, so I was full. My wife was hungry, but this was great food here. So we kind of came back to the same place that I was that I left early on in the day. But great atmosphere, great food. And obviously you guys know this is what New York is all about at night, Times Square. But my wife wanted a horse ride. I don't know if the Shivani Nakshatra or Rohini Nakshatra was operating, but we actually had a little horse carriage ride. It was like a 20-minute ride. It was like, all right, fine. Middle of the night, we're about to leave the next day, so get ourselves a horse ride. It was nice. This lady was pointing out so many things that we didn't know existed right in Times Square, all the history. So, and yes, I did get my watch, as my wife did give me permission to get a watch, so I got it. I had to get that one. It was amazing. So, adios, New York. We are now heading back to DC. Early in the morning, I had a flight in the evening, but because I have work, I just told my wife, you know what, I'll just drive with you. Because she drove here, I flew. So I'm like, I'll just drive with you, man. and get home quickly, because I also have to do like 2 videos that I was supposed to do today. That's the thing about New York. Ambulances all over the place. It's not New York unless there's ambulance. So ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion to my video of New York, I learned something very important astrologically. See, New York is, like they call it, the concrete jungle. Concrete is Saturn. Iron, coal, steel and metal, Saturn, rubber, Saturn. When you go New York, you're in a Saturnian place. It's all about work. It's all about hard work. It's all about grinding out your day. It's all about fighting and, you know, winning your piece of bread. This is why most people, what happens when they're in a big city like New York, Los Angeles, you know, Chicago, they all want to escape. Like, oh, where are you going for vacation? They're not going to say, I'm going to vacation to Chicago. I'm going to vacation in a nature. I'm going to, like, let's say, Hawaii, Sedona. You know, I'm going to, like, I'm going to Australia. I'm going to go safari. Why do we do this? This is where astrology comes into play. What is a karaka of work? Or karma, Saturn, right? What is a karaka of wealth? Jupiter. What is a karaka of happiness? Jupiter. Why is it that we don't feel happy when we're in, like, New York? People get sick. People, like in Seattle, if you're in Seattle, Los Angeles, people get depressed there in that concrete jungle. Because you got to understand, and this is where this notion of happiness comes into play, is that Jupiter is nature. You see this? Like Abhignya was saying, little Parashara, that an astrologer should be surrounded by trees. Surrounded by trees. And my entire complex is surrounded by trees. Tall trees. You have to be nature. You have to be listening to the animals. You have to be listening to the birds. And I am now so appreciative of that. Because I am near Jupiter. Jupiter is happiness. This is why you always run to nature. We're like, oh my God, I need to escape. I can't take my work. I can't take going into this building anymore. Because barely, sometimes when you're in a downtown building, sunlight barely hits ever. Because buildings are blocking it. Like when I was in New York yesterday, unless you come out in Times Square, middle of the Times Square where there's a big circle or Central Park, sun comes out. Otherwise, it's always hidden. And all you see is just building, building, building. It's fine and good for one day to enjoy some light. This like Rahu and Saturn mix. But when it comes to pure happiness and wealth, wealth in a way is what makes you just feel at calm and peace and happy. You can make $100,000 or $1 million in New York and you will be the most depressed person out there. You can be making $20,000 a year, but if you're surrounded in nature, hardly any contact with, you know, outside professional world, you'll be the happiest person. It's like when I go to Sedona, I mean, no wonder people are happy. They make a small amount of money. Some make big, some make small, but they're all just at peace, calm, happiness. And it's funny, I gotta thank my wife for this, because ever since I met my wife, I mean, my God, I have always lived surrounded by either trees, lakes, mountains. And you can watch that on all my videos from the past 4 years. I've been surrounded by those things and I'm still surrounded. So I'm just like, man, I'm just lucky that I get to, you know, experience these things and be in the environment where my work is actually helping me. Astrologer should be surrounded by these things. And I am. So I'm so glad. So anyway, guys, this is my small message for New York, because hey, it's a beautiful place, but again, a human wants these things more than the concrete jungle and lights and the flashy stuff there. Okay? Thank you.